Hello, and today we're going over which of the 2-star powers that each brawler has is better for every brawler in Brawl Stars. Okay, so we're going to be going in rarity order, so from the starting off with Shelly and then ending up at Gale. So for Shelly, the first star power is going to definitely be the better star power, because that slow is just so good, especially in 3v3, but Band-Aid is definitely better in Showdown, but overall, Shelly's first star power is definitely the overall better one. And then at Nita, Hyper Bear is definitely better, especially with Gadget, but without Gadget, it's kind of a toss-up, and they're pretty even. But because of that, Hyper Bear is overall slightly better. And then next we have Colt. And with Colt, the Magnum Special is typically better. But unless you're extremely good at hitting your shots, then the speed one can definitely be better. And also, so for almost all people, Magnum Special is definitely going to be overall better. And then for Bull, the second star power is better almost in all scenarios except for Heist. Because that tough guy, that shield is just so useful for Bull. And so it's overall better. And then with Jessie, this is kind of hard, but I would say the Energize is better because I think it provides more value, and they're both really annoying, but I would say Energize is better overall. And then for Brock, Incendiary is definitely the better one, and basically almost in all scenarios, Incendiary is going to be better, so it's overall better. Brock's first star power. Then for Dynamite, Demolition is going to be the better one because that extra damage is just really good. But unless you're extremely good with Dyna Jump, then Dyna Jump is going to be the better one. But for most people, Demolition, Dynamite's second star power is going to be the better one. Okay, but next we have Bo. And Bo is the second star power. Only in very bushy maps will you want his first one, Circling Eagle. But his second one is overall better. Okay, and then next we have Tick. And for Tick, his first star power is better. Not by that much, but overall it's almost always better in every game mode, in every scenario too. So yeah. Okay, but then next we have 8-Bit. And 8-Bit, his first star power, the one Boosted Booster, is definitely going to be better because it just provides a lot more value than Extra Life. But if you do play in Showdown, Extra Life is definitely better. Okay, but then next we have Ems. And then Ems, Hype is going to be a little bit better than Ems' first star power. And so yeah, Hype is the way to go. His Ems' second star power. Okay, but then next we have El Primo. And El Primo, for me, his second star power, it just provides more value than his first. And so yeah, I would choose that in almost all game modes, and yeah. Okay, and then next we have Rosa. And Rosa, without question, her first star power is definitely better. With or without Gadget, it's always going to be the better one because that healing is just really good. And only in like Siege and maps with hardly any bushes will you want to hit her second star power. Okay, but then at Barley, this one's kind of personal preference, but for most people, I would say the first star power is better, the healing one, because I feel like it provides more value than the damage one, and yeah. Okay, but then at Poco, Poco's first star power is without question the better one. Even though that his second star power, Screeching Solo, is pretty good, but Poco's first star power, the healing one, is just so much better and provides a lot more value. Except for in Showdown, of course. Solo Showdown. And then at Penny, even with Gadget, I feel like the second one is gonna be the better one. And so yeah, because I feel like that area control is a lot better than the last blast. So the second star power. And then Rico, the second star power also too, the speed it provides, I feel like it's gonna be better than the damage. And unless you're extremely good at hitting Rico's bounce shots, then you'll want that first star power. Okay, but then at Daryl, his first star power is definitely better because I feel like that shield is definitely going to be better than the extra reload speed / damage. Except for in Heist, the second star power is going to be the way to go. But overall, the first star power is better. Okay, but then at Jackie, her second star power, Hard Hat, is definitely going to be better because that extra health is just so much more better than the damage that her first star power provides. Okay, but then at number 2, Carl, her hit, I feel like this one is close, but I feel like his second star power is gonna be slightly better because I don't feel like you exactly need the extra speed from his pickaxe. I feel like it's fast enough as it is, and so yeah. The shield is going to be the way to go, probably, for most people and in most scenarios. Okay, but then at Frank, you want the first. I feel like the first star power is underrated and is the better one because that extra damage is going to be. I feel like it's going to be more useful than his HP, although they are pretty close. But I feel like the first star power is overall better. Okay, but then Piper, I feel like Ambush provides a little bit more value than Snappy Sniping, and unless there's not many bushes on the map, then that's when the Snappy Sniping is gonna be better, but Ambush is overall better. Okay, but then at B, I feel like her first star power is better because Honeycoat is just, you can only use it once match, and B's first star power is pretty good, and except for Showdown, B's first star power is going to be overall better. And then BB, I feel like Home Run is always going to be a slightly better one than BB's second star power, the shield one. And so yeah, his first star power, the speed Home Run one, is going to be better overall. Okay, but then at Pam is definitely the first star power almost always, because that damage one, while it is annoying, you barely ever get damage off it, and yeah, the healing one is just a lot better. Okay, but then at Terra, I feel like Terra's first star power, the damage shadow one, it has finally caught up with the healing one, but the healing one is just very slightly worse than the damage one, and I feel like in some scenarios the healing one is going to be better. Okay, but then at Mortis, I feel like the second star power is better for almost all people, and unless you can use the first star power a lot more wisely and usefully, then that one can be better. But Mortis' second star power is just too good. Okay, but then Max is definitely, the second star power is almost always better. That extra damage / reload speed is always going to be better than, almost always going to be better than the supercharged one. Okay, but then Jean is, I feel like the first star power Magic Puffs is going to be a little bit better, because the healing I feel like is more useful than the damage, and unless you think you're not going to use Jean super very often, then Magic Puff is definitely the way to go and is overall better. Okay, but then at Sprout, I feel the first star power is almost like always better, unless there's a ton of bushes like in Snake Prairie, then the second star power is going to be better. Or you can almost always hit sprout shots. But besides that, the first star power is definitely overall better. Okay, and then, oh wait, did I miss Mr. P? Well, the first star power is better because the range is definitely better than the extra health from the turret Mr. P has. And then at Sandy, I feel like the first star power, the damage one, is just overall better and overall a lot more annoying because it stops your opponents from healing. And so yeah, the first star power is definitely the way to go and is overall better. Okay, but then with Leon, the second star power is almost always better because that healing is going to be more useful than the speed one. I don't feel like the speed is going to provide as much value as the healing one. So the second star power is the way to go. Okay, but then with Crow, I feel like Crow's first star power is underrated and Crow's second star power is overrated. So that's why I feel like Crow's first star power is going to be overall better slightly because it just provides more use, is more useful, and yeah. Okay, but then at Spike, I actually would say either star power is fine because to choose Curveball, the second star power is you want to choose it if you're bad at hitting spike shots, but if you're not, then Fertilizers is going to be better, and so yeah. Okay, but then with Gale, I actually feel like the first star power is better, even though the second one hasn't came out yet. And the second one, what the second one does is it speeds opponents up when you hit opponents. When you hit teammates, it speeds teammates up when you hit teammates. When you hit those teammates with your super, it speeds them up. But I feel like it's hardly any speed. So I feel like his first star power is better. Gale's first star power is better. Okay, well that's gonna wrap it up for this video. I hope you like it. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and bye.